Couldn't believe it. And then the traveler said, and then the villager said,
You asked too many questions. We're too busy.
and they went back to work with very angry looking faces.
You go back to work.
Now, the travelers couldn't understand this. The travelers were very hungry, and usually when people are new to a community, are just busy, people are usually kind, and they offer food. But nobody offered anything. They just worked. They acted like they didn't even see that they were new. And so the travelers asked a question. The travelers said, and instead of saying yes and being gracious and kind, the villagers said,
No.
and they said, no food to share.
No food to share.
Time to spare.
No time to spare.
Busy.
We're too busy.
Now, the travelers knew they had to help this village, this community. So, when this kind of thing happened, what they would do is they would start to make something. They pretended like they were picking up some stones. And then they pretended to put some water in there too. And the villagers, you could see that they stopped working. And instead of having angry looks on their faces, they had curious looks on their faces. They asked them a question, saying,
What are you doing?
and that's when the traveler said, and they said, now they offered to share, and the first group, the guards said, I would like some stones, but please, and then they said, so then they brought over carrots and put it in the stone soup. And then they waited. Now they were a part of this. And then the next group said,
I would like some stone soup.
that soup needs potatoes.
But that soup needs some potatoes.
And the
have any potatoes. We have some.
and they brought over and they shared their potatoes. And now they were a part of the stone soup. And then the next group said,
I would like some stone soup. But that soup needs noodles.
and the travelers said,
You don't have any noodles. We have some. Oh, I got them in my pocket.
and so that's right. They went over and they put the ones they had into the stone soup.
Oh my God.
And then the baker said,
I would like some stone soup. That soup needs dumplings.
and the traveler said, they brought him over. Now, instead of thinking about their work, they started to think about food, which suddenly made everybody very happy. And you could see big smiles on their faces. And that's when the travelers had an idea. They said, so everybody sat down to enjoy the day and have a picnic together. And suddenly they started to talk together. They started to laugh and have fun. And everybody was sharing the stone soup. And so then the travelers, the villagers said to the travelers,
Thank you for teaching us about stone soup.
and so that was when the travelers learned, or I'm sorry, when the villagers learned from the travelers that if they were going to live happily ever after, that they were going to have more moments like this and take time to enjoy the day and each other. Thanks to the travelers, they learned that lesson, and everybody lived happily ever after.